Hello, my dear students. Now, in this session, we will learn about the harvest festivals and the national festivals. In the previous lesson, we have learned about our festivals of India, which is religious festival. I mean, most of the festivals which is the religious festival, and why those religious festivals are important and how we celebrate that, those things we have learnt very well. If you did not see this video, please see that video. You will get just before this video. Okay, anyway, now let's start about this session. Now, in this session, actually, we will learn about the harvest festival. Now, what is harvest festival? Basically, what is harvest? Harvest is an important activity in our country. Now, because we get most of our food from the crops, from the paddy, from uh, everything, from rice or from paddy, from wheat, everything, right? Or you know, like all the grams we get, like dal or the pulses, everything we got from the crops, right? So in India we celebrate the harvesting of the crops because it is the time to rejoice, because crops are basically ready for harvest. That means we have already bought the set. Now we will just pluck it and harvest the crops and we will make it ready for our eating. Okay, now the festival that mark the change of the season is called actually harvest festival. So basically, what are harvest festival? So harvesting is an important activity. Now, when the crops are basically ready to harvest, we celebrate it through various festivals like Bihu, like Poila Boishak in West Bengal, like Baisakhi in Punjab, like Pongal in Tamil Nadu, Onam in Kerala. We have celebrated through our own way, through our own we show our own culture, we show our own tradition, and we mark the change of the season and we celebrate that harvesting of the crops. So this type of festivals are basically known as harvesting festival or harvest festival. Okay, now let's study about first festival, that is Bihu, or uh, first festival, that is Bihu. You can see this actually. Bihu is the harvest festival of Assam. So these things you need to know. This type of question will come in your exam. This kind of question may come in your MCQ or in fill in the blanks. So this Bihu is actually a traditional festival of Assam. It is celebrated thrice in a year. Thrice, three times we celebrate it. So during the month of January, the Bihu is celebrated as a harvest festival. There is feasting, dancing. uh, all the people will welcome the new harvesting crop. Okay, in the middle of April, the Assamese people celebrate Bihu to mark the new year. Now, the finally Bihu is celebrated third time around the month of October. Okay, so you will get three names. Number one, that is Rangoli Bihu or Rongali Bihu, observed in April. Katli Bihu, observed in October. Bhogali Bihu or Magh Bihu, which is observed in basically January. So in this type of festival, we will see a special kinds of dance which is known as Bihu dance. You can see this in this picture, that all the women are dancing with a doubly, wearing a special kind of traditional dress. We already know this. This is Mekhla Sadar, and a very popular dress in Assam actually. And these young girls wearing this type of dress, they show they celebrate this kinds of festival with this kind of special, what to say, special dance. You can see this type of dancing in many places of Assam during this time of season. I mean, this time like in middle of January, middle of April, or the middle of around October, right? Now, after this, let's come to the point of Onam. Now, this is also very important and very popular traditional festival of the Kerala. Okay, so Onam marks the celebration of harvest season of Kerala. Various kinds of special dishes are prepared, served on a banana leaf. You can see there is banana leaf, and like snake boat races are one of the highlights of the Onam festival. In this time, I mean, in this festival, you will see that elephants are decorated, and colorful procession of elephants are basically taken out. Okay, a special kind of rangoli, we call it pukalam, and pukalam is actually the rangoli of flowers. You can see this in this picture. You can see the women are basically making rangoli of flower. This is known as pukalam. Okay, so this all this rangoli, all these decorations through flowers, special dishes, these are very special occasion during the Kerala. Okay, you can see like this snake boat race. Snake boat race is also very popular during Onam. Okay, another thing you can see, that is the tiger dance, we call it puli kali. Okay, so this type of question you may face in your exam. Okay, so another thing that is you need to know, that people wear new clothes and enjoy a special type of Onam feast. We call it sadhya. This is called at sadhya. Okay, so next thing is actually Pongal. Pongal is very famous, very unique kind of festival of Tamil Nadu. So the meaning of the word of Pongal is overflowing, signifies that abundance of the prosperity. Okay, you can see this kind of this Pongal actually celebrated over 4 days in January uh, in the Tamil Nadu district. People often clean their houses and decorate them with kolam. Kolam means they made special kind of design. They made special kind of design and decorate it with flour and rice powder. Okay, so in this type also, I mean, special sweet dish made from newly harvested rice and jaggery. This is very important, and this type of informations are very traditional information. You should know all these things about how our how colorful and how we maintain our heritage through various programs, through various festivals in several parts of India. You know, this all these are actually harvesting festivals. Somewhere it is known as Onam, somewhere it is known as Bihu, somewhere it is known as Pongal. But the actual purpose of this celebration is same. That is the wish of prosperity, wish of healthy life, wish of um, uh, you know wealthy life. Okay, now another thing that is, I think you should know, that is in Pongal it is actually celebrated over 4 days. On the first day of this total festival, on the first day of this total festival, the rain god is worshipped. On the second day of this festival, in Pongal, on the second day of the festival, sun god is worshipped. And on the third day of the festival, actually cattle, or the cattle means in Bengali we call it domestic animal, or you can say grihopalito poshu, basically goru, mosh, this type of cows, or these cattle are basically worshipped. Now this special pongal rice is actually made. You can see this is the pongal dish. A special pongal rice is actually made. Now similarly, this pongal is actually celebrated in Tamil Nadu, but during the same season, during the same time, in Karnataka and in Andhra Pradesh, we celebrate a special another kind of festival, that is also a harvesting festival, but we call it Sankranti. We call it Sankranti, and in our West Bengal, we celebrate Mokor Sankranti. Okay, now let's study about Baisakhi, another very important and another very significant festival is Baisakhi festival. So basically Baisakhi is celebrated on 13th of April every year in Punjab. It is basically celebrated in the northern India, particularly in Himachal Pradesh and Punjab. Now now these things like 13th of April, you can see this is the actually mid of April. In the mid of April we celebrate, like we who are actually from Bengal, people of Bengal, we celebrate New Year. We call it Poila Boishak, right? We call it Poila Boishak. Now, what is the significance of Baisakhi festival? Now, Baisakhi festival actually a New Year's Day in Punjab, and we also call it Harvest Festival. Okay, and people of Punjab actually go to Gurudwara. They also, they also celebrate it like beginning of a new year, new era, you can say new year, and they also celebrate with having special traditional dress. You can see they are actually very enjoying. They're very enthusiastic people. They're very lovely people. I have many Punjabi friends, and I know them. They are really very energetic, very lovely people. There you can see how vibrant, how colorful their dress are. So they actually celebrate this Baisakhi with great energy. You can see this. Now in the same time we actually celebrate Poila Boishakh in Bengal. Poila Boishakh in Bengal is another kind of harvest festival. Another thing you need to know, just I have add this, but this Raksha Bandhan is not a harvest festival. This is not a harvest festival. You can see this is actually a Hindu festival. This is actually a Hindu festival, but we celebrate it for unity. Uh, we celebrate it for unity. Actually, we celebrate it for maintaining the relationship between brother and sister. But um, in India, when India was not independent, Rabindranath Tagore actually started Raksha Bandhan to show the bond of Hindu and Muslim, and to show the unity between all the caste, between all the divisions, or between all the religion in India, which was actually uh, very like unique kind of program at that time, because Britishers did not expect something like that from us. Anyway, so you can skip this Raksha Bandhan. You don't have to read it. I just add this in the last part of this session. Now let's come to the point of the national let's come to the part of the national festival. Okay, now who, what is national festivals actually? You need to know this. Now national means what? National means related to the whole nations. National means related to the whole nations. Now festivals which are celebrated by the entire nation, it is not for any specific religion, it is not for any specific state, it actually celebrated by whole India. Okay, now on these occasions our schools, offices, uh, often we celebrate this in the school, in the offices, and often our school or colleges sometimes is actually closed to enable people to celebrate this kind of festivals. Now there are actually three major national festivals. Number one is Independence Day, we all know that. Number two is Republic Day, and number three is Gandhi Jayanti. Now let's come to the point of Independence Day, which is a very big national festival. India got independence from British on 15th of August in the year of 1947. In the year of 1947, 15th August, India became a free country. Before that, before this 1947, 15th August, India was ruled by Britishers for about 200 years. It was very black era. In this 200 years, we actually lost our great personalities. We lost great heroes. Okay, and through their blood, when they gave their blood, we got our total independence. It was not easy to get independence, right? This is why we celebrate this very special day. Now it is a important celebration, very important celebration. Actually this main function, this Independence Day main function is actually held at the Red Fort in Delhi. Red Fort in Delhi. Basically, on this day, on the 15th August, the Prime Minister hoists the national flag, and we remember our freedom fighters with great pride. The Prime Minister delivers a speech to the nation, and Independence Day is celebrated in the whole schools, basically now also in whole schools, by hoisting the national flag, and we sing the national anthem, right? Now let's come to the part of the Republic Day. Okay, this is also very important celebration. A republic is a country in which the head of the state or the country elected by the people. Republic government means government will work for the people, by the people, and government will also elected by the people of India, by the citizens of India. Now this Republic Day actually celebrated on 26th of January, because India became republic on this day. Okay, now what is this republic actually? In this day we made our own constitution. In which year? 1950. In which year? This year is very important. In 1950 we actually made our own constitution. In this constitution we have written that what to do and what not to do, what is prohibited in our country, and what we can do, what is our duty, what is our rights. All these are mentioned in our this constitution. And let me know you one more thing, that Indian constitution is the largest constitution of the whole world. Now let's know about the main function of this Republic Day. The main function is actually held in Delhi at Rajpath. You can see this is a Delhi Rajpath. A big parade is organized in which all three wings of the armed force, the armed force means the air force, the air force, the navy, and our Indian army, the police force, the cultural troops, the folk dancers, they participate. Brave children from all over the country are made to sit on elephants and they are honored. This is a very, very colorful program. All government buildings are decorated with lights in the evening. Thousands of young and old people come to witness this parade, this famous parade in New Delhi. Okay? Now, this Republic Day is really a great pride for us because, first of all, we gain our independence after 200 years of long battle, long struggles. And after independence, like we got independence in 1947, and after 3 years we made our own constitution. That means it took 3 years to make our own constitution. Now you will know what is constitution in class 4. Just you need to know this on this Republic Day we made such a good book or such a rule book. You know, in your school you have a rule book, what to do, what not to do, right? In our India also we have made constitution which actually tells us how to run the country, and it tells us that our citizens of India, how important our citizens are, and what we should do with our country as a responsible citizen. That's for Republic Day. Now this is all about Republic Day. Now let's know about the Gandhi Jayanti. Now, what to say about this great personality? Mahatma Gandhi, popularly known as the father of nation, he worked tirelessly to free India from British rule. We celebrate his birthday on 22nd of October all over the India as Gandhi Jayanti. Now, here the one important thing you need to know, that is what is the whole name of Mahatma Gandhi and when he was born. He was born on 2nd of October in the year of 1869. In the year of 1869, on which day? 2nd of October. He is affectionately called as Bapu. We called Bapu. Okay. Another thing. Now, let us remember some great personality. For them, we actually got a new India. Okay, after 200 years of rule of Britishers, they actually I mean there was lot of blood, there was lot of loss in this country. After that country we had nothing কিচ্ছু ছিল না আমাদের কাছে. We got this very great personality. We got this great personality. For them actually we are today here. Now let's remember these important birthdays, and let us remember this great hero. First of all, we will learn about Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. We actually learn about Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan. This is the famous man. This is S. Radhakrishnan. Now, actually, we celebrate his birthday on 5th September. Saravalle Radhakrishnan he was the second president of India and was a great teacher. His birthday on 5th September we celebrate at Teachers Day, right? Next thing is Jawaharlal Nehru. Our first prime minister was very fond of children. Our first prime minister Nehru ji was very fond of children. Okay. Now on his birthday on 14th of November, 14th of November we celebrate as Children's Day. Now let's come to the point of Swami Vivekananda. We also called him Swamiji, right? We also called him Swamiji. Swamiji or Swami Vivekananda called upon the youth of India to work for welfare of our whole nation. His birthday on 12th of January we celebrate as National Youth Day. Next thing to remember this great personality who is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He actually worked for the welfare of the oppressed um, society. Okay, oppressed personalities of the society. And uh, on his birthday on 14th of November, we celebrate as Ambedkar Jayanti. Next, what to say about this great person? We celebrate as National Unity Day on his birthday on 31st of October. Okay, so this is all about these personalities. Um, Now, what we learned, so we learned that we celebrate harvest festival. We have so many harvesting festivals like Bihu. We have Bihu number 1, Bihu. We have Pongal. We have Pongal. We have Onam. We have Baisakhi. We have Poila Boishak. We have Makar Sankranti. We have Lori. In the national festivals, we have Independence Day, Republic Day, Gandhi Jayanti as our national days. After that, we also celebrate so many birthdays of some important people as Children's Day, Teachers Day, National Youth Day, National Unity Day, or Rashtriya Ekta Divas. So all these things you may all these slides are very important for you. So now what are the important questions? What are the important questions? Now in the next class I will actually tell you like all the important question, like some of the important question I can tell you now, that the festival of light is actually called for which festival? Diwali, right? What is the harvest festival of Tamil Nadu? You can call me, I mean you can answer me in the comment box. What is the harvest festival of Tamil Nadu? You write down your answer in the comment box. I am waiting. What is the harvesting festival of Kerala? Second. And third is like the boat race held on the Onam. We call it dash. What do you call it? Another thing, you always know that Dr. Sharaf Ali Radhakrishnan's birthday is celebrated as what? Number A, Children's Day. Number B, Teachers Day. Number C, Radhakrishnan Jayanti. Number D, National Youth Day. So these kinds of questions you may get in your exams. So prepare for your exams and do comment in the comment box. I will be very happy and I hope you enjoyed this session. Maybe this session lasts bit long, but I hope you guys actually enjoyed this session. I actually enjoyed very much. So if you like this session, hit the like button, subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.